Harper thought she had finally found the blueprint for a perfect life. A beautiful apartment. A growing business. A vision board packed with goals. From the outside, everything looked unstoppable. But one message arriving at 2:17 a.m. would expose a secret buried for years. And that secret was only the beginning. 3 years earlier, Harper was stuck in a tiny town where every day felt exactly the same. She watched successful people online and wondered why their lives seemed magical while hers felt frozen. Then she made a promise to herself: build the dream or spend forever regretting it. Yet she had no idea what waited ahead. She started waking before sunrise. She studied, worked, and sacrificed weekends. Friends laughed at her goals. Family members questioned her choices. Still, Harper kept moving. Every small win felt like proof she was escaping her old life. But hidden beneath that progress was something she couldn't see coming. Within 18 months, everything changed. New clients appeared. Money started flowing. Opportunities arrived from places she had never imagined. For the first time, Harper felt powerful. She believed she was finally creating the future she deserved. Then a stranger appeared online with a warning that sounded impossible. Before we go further, if stories about ambition, mystery, and shocking twists keep you watching until the very end, hit like, subscribe, and share this video with someone chasing a dream. Because Harper's story is about to enter territory nobody expected. The stranger's profile had no photo. No personal details. Just one message: you are building a life that was never meant to be yours. Harper stared at the screen, confused and unsettled. Was this a prank? A jealous competitor? Or something much darker? The answer would shake everything she believed. At first, she ignored it. Successful people attract criticism all the time, right? But the messages continued. Each one referenced private details nobody should have known. Her schedule. Her goals. Even conversations she never posted online. Who could possibly know so much? The pattern became impossible to dismiss. One evening, Harper checked her security cameras. Nothing unusual appeared. Yet the next morning another message arrived describing exactly what she had done the night before. Her stomach dropped. Was someone watching her? Or was there another explanation hiding in plain sight? That's when the fear truly began. Determined to uncover the truth, Harper traced the account through every clue she could find. Most trails ended nowhere. Dead links. Fake names. Disposable emails. It felt as if the sender existed only in shadows. Then she discovered a connection leading directly into her past. And everything suddenly became personal. The trail pointed toward her hometown. The place she had fought so hard to leave behind. Memories she thought were gone came rushing back. Old friendships. Old mistakes. Old promises. Had someone from her past followed her journey all along? The possibility felt absurd. Yet the evidence kept growing stronger. Harper returned home searching for answers. Familiar streets looked smaller than she remembered. Faces seemed older. Stories had changed. While digging through forgotten boxes in her childhood bedroom, she found an envelope hidden beneath a loose floorboard. Its contents made her heart race. Someone had planned this years ago. Inside the envelope were notes predicting milestones she had already achieved. Dates. Goals. Business ideas. Even cities she would eventually visit. It was as if someone had mapped her future long before she lived it. But who possessed that kind of knowledge? The mystery deepened beyond reason. She showed the papers to her mother. The reaction was immediate. Fear flashed across her face before she quickly looked away. Harper noticed it instantly. Why was her mother acting nervous? What wasn't she saying? For the first time, Harper suspected her family knew more than they admitted. After hours of pressure, her mother revealed a shocking truth. Years earlier, a man had visited their home asking strange questions about Harper's future. He claimed she was destined for something extraordinary. Everyone dismissed him as eccentric. Yet now his predictions seemed terrifyingly accurate. and his identity remained unknown. Harper became obsessed. Sleep disappeared. Every clue consumed her attention. The dream life she worked so hard to build began cracking under the pressure. Clients noticed. Friends worried. Yet she couldn't stop searching. Because one question haunted her constantly: who was controlling the narrative of her life? Then came the first major twist. The anonymous account suddenly revealed its identity. The messages were being sent by her former business partner, Ethan. The same man she trusted during her rise to success. Relief washed over her. At least the mystery was solved. Or so she thought. Because Ethan insisted he wasn't the mastermind. Ethan admitted sending warnings but claimed he was trying to protect her. According to him, another person had been feeding him information. Someone with access to details neither of them should know. Harper wanted proof. Ethan handed over a folder. What she found inside raised even more questions. The folder contained photographs. Not recent ones. Images from years before Harper launched her business. Pictures of places she would later move to. Events she would eventually attend. How could someone document moments before they happened? Logic offered no explanation. Yet the evidence sat right in front of her. She followed another lead to an abandoned office building outside the city. Dust covered everything. Broken furniture lined the hallways. Most rooms were empty. Then she found a locked cabinet. Inside waited dozens of files labeled with names. One file was significantly thicker than the others. It belonged to Harper. Every page described decisions she had already made. Career moves. Relationships. Financial risks. The accuracy was frightening. Was this surveillance? Manipulation? Coincidence? She couldn't tell anymore. One thing was certain: someone had spent years studying her. But the reason remained hidden behind another locked door. At the back of the file sat a handwritten note. Just 7 words. The dream works if she believes. Harper read it again and again. What dream? What did belief have to do with any of this? Suddenly her entire life felt like part of a larger experiment. The deeper she investigated, the stranger the story became. Several people mentioned a private organization operating quietly for decades. No website. No public records. No interviews. Yet rumors connected them to influential entrepreneurs across the country. Could Harper's success be linked to something far bigger? The possibility was chilling. Tracking financial records revealed unusual transactions surrounding key moments in her career. Funding appeared exactly when she needed it. Opportunities emerged at perfect times. Random luck no longer seemed random. Was someone secretly opening doors for her? And if so, what did they expect in return? The answers remained buried. One night, Harper received coordinates instead of a message. No explanation. No sender name. Against her better judgment, she followed them. The location led to a remote cabin surrounded by dense woods. Inside, a single projector waited. When it switched on, her world tilted sideways. The video featured Harper herself. Not current Harper. A younger version recorded years earlier. She watched herself speaking directly into the camera. Then came the impossible part. The younger Harper described events that hadn't happened yet, but later would. Nothing made sense anymore. And the next revelation was worse. The recording ended with a warning. If you're watching this, don't trust the story you're being told. Harper froze. She remembered making videos as a teenager, but not this one. Had she forgotten? Was someone manipulating memories? For the first time, she questioned her own reality. Seeking certainty, Harper contacted people from every stage of her life. Their accounts didn't always match her memories. Small details differed. Timelines shifted. Conversations changed. Each contradiction felt insignificant alone. Together, they formed a disturbing pattern. Something about her past wasn't adding up. Then came a breakthrough. A retired researcher agreed to meet her. He claimed to know the organization's methods. According to him, they specialized in one thing: constructing belief systems powerful enough to reshape human behavior. Harper listened carefully, because what he said next altered everything. The researcher explained that some people achieve extraordinary results after accepting a carefully designed narrative about themselves. Confidence grows. Risks increase. Persistence strengthens. Success follows. The organization allegedly engineered these narratives. But Harper wasn't interested in theories. She needed names. That's when the room fell silent. The researcher refused to continue. Fear suddenly replaced confidence in his eyes. He ended the meeting and left immediately. Harper watched him disappear into the rain. Why was he terrified? Who held that much influence? Before she could process it, another message appeared on her phone. This time there was no warning. No riddle. Just an address and a time. Midnight. Harper knew it could be a trap. Yet every path pointed toward this moment. If answers existed anywhere, they were waiting there. What she discovered would become the third major twist. The address led to a private conference room. Sitting inside was the mysterious man who had visited her family years ago. Older now, but unmistakable. Harper expected denial. Instead, he welcomed her calmly. Then he said something unforgettable: "I've been waiting for you to catch up." And the explanation stunned her. The man claimed he never controlled her life. He simply observed it. According to him, Harper's greatest strength wasn't talent, intelligence, or luck. It was belief. Every clue, message, and mystery had one purpose: keep her moving forward. Yet Harper sensed another layer hidden beneath his words. She demanded the truth. Had opportunities been manipulated? Had her success been manufactured? The man hesitated. That pause told her more than any answer could. Certain doors had indeed been opened. Certain introductions had been arranged. But the outcomes remained entirely hers. Or so he claimed. Harper felt anger rising. Years of confusion suddenly carried a face. Yet another question emerged. If they helped create success, why hide it? Why surround everything with secrecy? The man smiled sadly before revealing a detail nobody expected. And it changed the entire story once again. The organization wasn't testing Harper. It was studying inspiration itself. They wanted to understand how ordinary people become extraordinary. Harper happened to be one of many subjects. Hundreds of files existed. Hundreds of journeys tracked over decades. But one result stood apart from all others. According to their records, Harper achieved more than anyone predicted. She exceeded every model, every expectation, every forecast. The organization couldn't fully explain it. Ironically, the person they studied most became the one they understood least. Yet a final piece of evidence still remained unseen. The man handed her a sealed envelope. Inside was a list of goals Harper had written years ago and forgotten. Nearly every item was complete. Reading them felt surreal. She realized how far she had come. But one unfinished goal sat at the bottom. And it carried enormous consequences. The final goal wasn't financial. It wasn't professional. It simply read, "Build a life worth sharing." Harper stared at those words. After all the mystery, all the fear, and all the success, this unfinished mission suddenly felt most important. Yet fulfilling it would require one last choice. She could expose everything publicly. Reveal the organization. Release documents. Answer every question. Or she could walk away and focus on helping others build their own dreams. Which path mattered more? Revenge or purpose? The decision weighed heavily. Then she made her move. Weeks later, Harper launched a platform dedicated to mentorship and growth. Instead of obsessing over the people behind the curtain, she focused on empowering others. Thousands joined. Stories of transformation followed. It seemed like the mystery was finally over. But a strange detail suggested otherwise. New members began reporting familiar experiences. Unexpected opportunities. Perfect timing. Messages arriving when motivation faded. Harper recognized the pattern immediately. Was the organization still involved? Or were people creating momentum through belief alone? No one could answer with certainty. The line between truth and myth blurred again. As her influence grew, journalists started investigating her story. Some called it manipulation. Others called it genius. Public opinion divided quickly. Harper found herself facing a new challenge, proving that inspiration wasn't deception. Yet one hidden document threatened to reignite everything. An anonymous package arrived containing internal records from the organization. The contents suggested operations stretching far beyond anyone imagined. Powerful names appeared repeatedly. Business leaders. Innovators. Public figures. If authentic, the documents could trigger a national scandal. But authenticity remained impossible to verify. Harper spent nights reviewing every page. Some evidence looked convincing. Other sections seemed deliberately misleading. Was someone exposing the truth? Or planting confusion? The deeper she looked, the less certainty she found. And uncertainty has a way of creating its own danger. One evening, Ethan called with urgent news. The conference room where Harper met the mysterious man had been emptied completely. No records. No staff. No lease history. It was as if the meeting never happened. Harper felt a chill run through her. The mystery wasn't fading, it was evolving. Searching for closure, Harper revisited the cabin in the woods. The projector was gone. The room stood empty. Yet carved into the wall were words she had never noticed before: dreams become real when someone believes first. The message felt deeply personal. But who left it there? Years later, Harper's dream life existed in ways she once thought impossible. Success, impact, and purpose surrounded her. Yet certain questions remained unanswered. Were the strange events carefully orchestrated? Were they coincidences amplified by determination? Or was there another explanation nobody had uncovered? The uncertainty lingered. Then, on a quiet night, a new message appeared on Harper's phone from an unknown sender. Only 6 words stared back at her: "You're ready for the next level." No signature. No explanation. No clues. Just an invitation into another mystery. But who sent it, and what happens next?